Howdy, folks. It's the Creepy Kentuckian from DEADPIT.com and DEADPIT Radio here with you. The first video in October. It's October 1st, and we've got a really cool review planned for this edition of DEADPIT on YouTube. So, kicking things off here, this is a brand new movie. It actually comes out tomorrow, Friday, October the 2nd, video on demand. From Darren Lynn Bousman, who a lot of you guys remember him. He's the director of a lot of the Saw sequels, Repo the Genetic Opera. He's done a lot of stuff since then. But this is the first movie that Darren Lynn Bousman has made in 2 years. I don't know if it was a 2-year job working on this movie or what, but we're going to talk about it. It is called Death of Me, and like I said, it comes out tomorrow, October 2nd. So I'm really excited about doing this review, especially because the movie was very, very good. It was a very interesting, well-made movie. So the movie stars Maggie Q, and one of, you may remember her, I think she is from the Divergent series, which I'm not that familiar with. But it is what it is. You know, it's a very popular series and all that. So, Luke Hemsworth is another one of the Hemsworth brothers, is co-starring in this with her. They are husband and wife. Christine and Neil are vacationing in Thailand. Neil is like a freelance photographer, videographer, or whatever. They don't explain that very well. They're vacationing, and it's the morning of their flight home. They lose passports, their driver's license, so they're stuck. And oddly enough, they cannot remember the events of the night prior. So, stuck in their Airbnb in Thailand, which is beautiful, beautiful country. Beautiful land over there. So they're stuck, and they're like, what are we going to do? We're going to go to the embassy, try to get a new passport. I don't know what happened last night, blah, 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 blah. All the while, there is a typhoon approaching, and they come across, it's kind of a chaotic beginning of the movie. They're like, what are we going to do? What the hell is happening? All this. So they are sitting around at their Airbnb and decide to, I don't know if Luke Hemsworth character is just fiddling around with his camera, and he was like, maybe the footage here is going to answer what the hell happened last night. He recorded video on his camera. I pulled it up, and they remember none of this. It's almost like, they were drinking too much absinthe, a la DEADPIT 2010. So the very end of the video, Maggie Q's character and Christine and Neil are going at it. They're getting it on camera. Pornhub material almost here. Not really. Maggie Q is a very, very beautiful lady though. So what happens is, oddly enough, and they're both here watching this, keep in mind, Neil murders her, Christine, on camera. Strangles her, breaks her neck, you can see it. And they're like, what the hell is going on? So the remainder of the movie, they're kind of figuring out what the hell is happening here. What is going on? So, and it takes some different turns along the way. Beautifully shot, man. Like, Darren Lynn Bousman has really upped his game since the last movie that I've seen him make. So I don't want to go back to the Saw movies. We all know how I feel about those movies. But Death of Me is like a whole other level. This looks like a professional Hollywood movie, even though I don't know what the intentions were with it, if it was ever supposed to go theatrical or not. So the rest of the movie, they're kind of figuring out what the hell is going on here. Something is awry in this island. And from there, just chaos ensues. I don't want to give a whole lot of it away, but some movies that reminded me a lot of underrated Wes Craven movie, The Serpent and the Rainbow, which will tell you, I mean, there's some kind of black magic stuff going on here as well. Serpent and the Rainbow, Jacob's Ladder. The cinematography is very similar to one of my favorite, like, lesser known films Danny Boyle did back probably 20 years ago called The Beach, which is an awesome, probably my favorite movie ever with Leonardo DiCaprio in it. But it's very well shot, just like that movie too. So, Death of Me, I gotta say, just the basic plot of it, I was thinking, well, this is something like The Ring or whatever, but it's really not. It's much more like those movies that I mentioned, especially Serpent and the Rainbow, which is a very underrated movie in itself. One of my favorite lesser-known Wes Craven films. So I don't know if that was an influence with Darren Lynn Bousman on this one. But just some more notes here. The there's some nightmarish visuals as well in this that I think they really pulled across. It come across really well. There's actually a little bit of Rosemary's Baby towards the end of it as well. And then the very tail end of it, it's almost like it's very rewatchable. You're like, what did I see? Did I see what was displayed here or what was going on? You know, so, which I'm already talking about rewatching this with my wife because I was telling her about it and she was like, that really sounds pretty good, you know. And it is. I mean, and this is a movie that I don't know how much hype it's gotten. I haven't seen any other reviews for it on YouTube yet as of the recording of this video. But I definitely, I highly recommend you guys checking this out. Visually, very, very good. The story's good. It has a creepy vibe throughout the movie. Darren Lynn Bousman, I'm very impressed. This is the best movie you've ever made. I mean, to me. So I don't want to hype it up too much for you guys, but it's good, man. It's really good. And I think it's coming out on demand. You can check it out, and I think you'll be impressed with it. So again, it comes out tomorrow, video on demand services only. I don't think it's got a DVD or Blu-ray release as of yet. But this is one that you'll want to get if it comes out on 4K or Blu-ray, just because the visuals of it, it was shot, I don't know if it was shot in Thailand, but it's some sort of foreign island country. You can tell. So anyway, that is it for this video. If you want to check that movie out again, it's Death of Me. It's an hour and 34 minutes, comes out tomorrow, October the 2nd. You should be able to rent it pretty much everywhere. I'm sure Vudu and DirecTV and wherever you go and rent stuff, they'll have it there. So check that out. It's a really cool, creepy movie to get the horror Halloween season going. Not enough movies like Serpent and the Rainbow, I gotta say. And this is very much in that vein. Very much in that vein. Maggie Q does a great job in it. What I was kind of familiar with her, but this is kind of like a lead role for her. So anyway, great job with the movie, and check it out and check us out. We got some cool stuff planned. New podcast is coming up with some new stuff. We're going to be reviewing Wolfman's Got Nards and some more really cool stuff coming up. So check all that out. Check us out on DEADPIT.com.